What's going on out there in YouTube land? TNT Neon Prime here, back again. Yes, we're back with another review, and this time on my favorite one of my favorite Transformers besides Optimus Prime and a few others. We have MP-57 Cybertron Aviation Defense Skyfire, is also we known as Jetfire. And yes, this is him all in his glory. And before I go further along, I did get this from Robot Kingdom. He was $219 plus on top of $100 express EMS express shipping. So I got him from them within 4 days, 3 to 4 days. So they are in Hong Kong and they are legit. And here is the proof. All right. Without further ado, let's move him out of the way and we'll go over the box art. Alright, so we have here the box art. We have down there MP-57, Skyfire, Cybertron Aviation Defense. We have there in the corner Masterpiece Transformers, Takara Tomy. Right in the corner we have Jetfire on the front in his robot mode and in his alt mode. We have Long Life Design down here on the bottom of that. Also, might be a little interesting, we have Transformers, but the Transformers we have is pretty much the Transformer emblem, not emblem, but pretty much the Transformer words look like the Transformers the movie signage. Alright. And we have Skyfire here on the side and his the grut mode, I want to call it, where he's landing with his feet. And we have him on the back here. We have him on all over the back. We have some description of him in a different language. And all that we have on this top here, Masterpiece, Transformers, MP-57. On the bottom, we have some more literature. And on the side, we have him again. Alright, that's it for box art. Right, here we have Mr. Skyfire in his alt mode, as he is shipped. And he comes within his alt mode, and he is a glorious figure to have. So before we can get into him, let's get with what accessories he come with, and he come with a buttload of accessories. We have here his card. We have his card, Skyfire MP-57, and we have all his stats on the back. His highest being a 10, his lowest being a 4.5. Alright, he do come with a flight stand, which this is the piece that goes for the flight stand. Pretty much when you put him on the flight stand, these pegs here will peg into this slots right here, and once they peg into them, like that, then this right here will peg into this hole up here. It'll peg right up in there, and pretty much that's where we have Mr. Skyfire and his flight mode on the stand, and he's look good. He is a big boy. Big boy. So there you go for that. Alright, so take him back off of that and put him back down. He comes with a bunch other accessories. Here go little wheel jack. You can see how small little wheel jack is. And he do have articulation in his legs. He can bend at the knee. He also can bend here at the elbows, here, right here at the elbows, and this keep popping off, so so be it. So yes, no waist articulation. Oh yes, he do have waist articulation. So you do have waist articulation. So a lot of articulation in this. Head do not move. Have a lot of articulation in this. Also, we have Mr. Jazz. He had the same articulation as Mr. Wheeljack, with the head movement of the waist, the hands, and his hands is in a weird position. Legs can spread out, and they can do knee bends. And we have Mr. Optimus Prime, and he looks really good. Same articulation, waist swivel, elbows, goes for that far with the elbows. Knee can kick back a little bit, can kick forward, leg can kick back a little bit, can kick forward, and he has a decent knee bend. No articulation in the feet. Once again, no articulation in the head. So there go Mr. Prime. He does come with a blank badge. Well, I will show that later, where you can pretty much swap out badge here on the top here. So you can swap out for the flat badge, or you can swap it out for the Decepticon badge. I thought it was right neat for them to include all that. Alright. We have here, he comes with 3 alternate faces. The third one is already on him. So we have this kind of happy looking face. We have this kind of he getting uptight face. And we have this face, we have his battle mask, which would be his Skyfire battle mask. So take us back to the G1 setup. He comes with a couple of blast effects, which can peg into his jet mode area, like so. And he comes with his blaster, his famous blaster. And the detail on this blaster is real good. I mean, just like with the little figures, the detailing on these guys' paint are phenomenal. So yeah, they look really good. It's a metallic paint. So it's metallic paint on this, looking really good. And this figure can be stored up under his robot form by placing the peg up here. So his gun will peg up under him like so. Let me get it where I can grab it. So there's a slot right here, and right here the 2 peg areas will slide into here. It take a little bit of force, so you line it up pretty much, and it takes like a little bit of force to get it in there. That's what she said. So there you go. So it fits up under there really well. Alright, now we just slide it back out. Alright. Straighten these back out. Also, with the same gun, you can take his blast effects and put it in his gun. You can get 2 in there. It puts a little bit, so you can get 2 blast effects in there with no issues. So just be careful when you put it in there. Alright. Alright, let's go over the gimmicks that he got going on, and he have a ton of gimmicks and storage area. So the first one we're going to take here, and we're going to push this panel out right here, and this panel right here reveals where we can pretty much take the gun peg here and pretty much peg it into place like that. So that will do that. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, and from here he has a cockpit, a drop cockpit down. So pretty much right there you can see where the cockpit drops down, where the Autobots, and I want to say the episode where they freed him from the ice, when he became an Autobot, he was able to pick him up, to load him up in here. Also, his cockpit does open, so we can take Mr. Jazz. Let's focus, and sit Mr. Jazz inside the cockpit. If I can get them back in there. They have an indention. They have an indention in there for his feet because he has wheels. His wheels are sitting up there. So we'll sit him in there real quick. And there is Mr. Jazz in the cockpit where we can secure that down. Here on the side we have a little bay window. You can see here on the side, and this area opens up just like so. Come here in the front and it opens up like that, and the detailing in this is very well set up, like the detailing in the cockpit. So the detailing got nice seats and everything in there. So even have a little bit instrument panels set up in there. So you have a lot of detail sitting up in there. So we can put Mr. Optimus Prime in this area, which I don't think it can close. Yeah, so we can get him in there like that, and that can close down securely. And we have panels here on the leg, on each side of the leg. So zoom in on that. We have panels here on each side of the leg, and we can put Mr. Wheeljack and set Mr. Wheeljack in there. Set Mr. Wheeljack up in there and close that off also right there. And like I said, he has it on the other leg as well. So there you go on that. Alright, so also let's get these guys out of here. I'm gonna pull these guys back out of the area, holding areas. And matter of fact, while we got this up, so we get a better sight, I'll see what you can see. I mean, like the detailing in there looks really well. Also, we'll get Mr. Jazz out and look in the cockpit area. It's a two-seater, but Audis, they take up more than 2 seats. Alright, I finished getting the guys out and we'll go over more things that he can do. Alright, for storage area, he has a storage area to put all his goodies and stuff in. He can raise this part here up. So what we're going to do is separate it for the time being. Raise that area up, and that's where we have his storage area. So his, pretty much you can peg like his panels, for his panels and stuff, they pretty much would go here and here. And then for his faces, the peg holes here in the back for his face will peg here. And peg here. So you can store his face in there. And also this guy right here will peg, if I'm not mistaken, right here. So there you have where you can store all this stuff in there, and if I'm not mistaken, it can close down if I got them right. Yep, I got them right. So pretty much peg all that down and close it in spot. Bring it back open and pretty much if it do right. Whenever you get on camera, stuff don't do right. So pretty much peg it back in. I can clean it up, but yeah, there you go. So pretty much everything we don't want to do right whenever you're on TV, on camera. So there you go, where his stuff can go into storage. Also, another deal that this can do is pretty much this area right here is spring loaded. So this little flap here is spring loaded, and so what this little flap can do is pretty much, this is on a double hinge here. So it's on a double hinge right there, and this can fold in like so and pretty much take you back to like the G1 area. So fold it in like that and then bring it here and pretty much peg down like this. If it want to do right, still don't. I might got something messed up in there, but so it's pretty much will peg into place like that and have that G1 look also. All right. Alright, let's go with some detailing on this guy. This guy's big, so I'm gonna be struggling moving him around inside my little stage box area. But he has a great detail in here and of the cannon on the side, which I thought that was great that they brought that in. Yes, I'm using his blast effects for a pointer. We have here on the side on the side here, I like how they got the jet intake right here on that. Also back in here we have nice paint detailing on the windshield, on the cockpit glass here. The wheels are nice detailed out. Also look like real aircraft wheels. So we have a lot of detailing up in there. We got the shock, the spring and the shock right here. We have the clip, so there's a lot of detailing right up in there. Also, we have here on the side some more jetted. They have the jet exhaust right here, part of the jet exhaust. That looks real good. We already went into detailing the inside of these guys. On the more landing gear area, we have more detailing here. I like the way they got this set up. Look just like a real aircraft setup. On the back here, we have where the intake was to help cool the engines. We have also the exhaust the heat out there. Also here, we have his original jet exhaust. We have exhaust here also right here, and they almost feel like it could be metal, but if you listen real good, they got it really really grilled out in there. So it actually has a grill and not a sticker. Same here on the side, we have the exhaust right here. So they pretty much, we have more. This, the way the vents is, I could have been wrong on this. This could have been an intake right here. This could be intake. So that looks real good. And listen here. Same thing over there. And we have also, listen real good, a little bit of grill sound in there. So they really vented these guys out. We also have this window here that is good so that the passenger can see out of that window. We already went over detailing and the cockpit. So yeah, I mean, pretty much spot on. And I don't know if I can zoom in tight enough for that, but let's see if I can focus on it. You look right in there, we have like some type of shock detailing up in there. So yeah, I mean they really went all out on this guy to make him look just like the G1. Pretty much they paint all over this guy. I think this is painted, this is painted, this is painted, this is painted. So it's pretty much a lot of paint everywhere on them. So they went all out with putting paint and stuff on here. Then we have the bottom of it also. So yeah, like I said, look at this. Let me get this camera set up right. So like, look at the detailing in this landing gear. If I can focus in on it, look at the detail in that landing gear. Wheels do roll. So yeah, looks real good. Looks really really good. The bay doors for the wheels to come down looks really good. And let's see, can I get this to come out again? I lost my nail, so we don't use. So can we use the blast effects to open that up? So yeah, look, real good detailing in there. Really good detailing. All right, do a little bit of size comparison next. All right, up first we have MP Toys R Us exclusive MP Thundercracker. So we get the size of that, how that looks together. We have the 30th anniversary, Thrilling 30th anniversary Jetfire. This toy still looks good. We have TNT 01, their version of Jetfire. we have Jazz. We have, this is transform and roll out MP version of their Jazz. Right there. And I'm gonna bring in a couple of off the wall stuff so you can get really a good scale size. We have the Lego pullback Mustang. Okay, you see how big he is with him, with that car. And we have the Lego Bugatti, race Bugatti, so you can see how big he is with him, with this car. There you go. Yes, I have bring them in so y'all can see how big this guy is. Alright, so let's get down to transformation of him. And also we're going to do the girl walk transformation mode, which it's okay. I mean, but I'm going to have him in robot mode. So we'll get down to that because it's part of the transformation. So what we want to do here is go ahead and pop this leg loose. And what we want to do from there, I'm going to lay it on his back, flatten these out, lay it on his back because I'm working with a small area here. So what we want to do is pretty much go 2 clicks, 1, 2, flip that over. Let's close the landing gear out. So bring this camera back. So I'm gonna get a little bit of height. And what we want to do is make sure this hip don't come with us, slide that out. And the same thing on this side. We're gonna sit there and untab it to make sure the hip don't come with us. 1, 2, slide the hip out like so. Close, open these panels up like we have here, and we're going to extend the leg out, close the panel, and then take the knee and bend it in 1. Same here, close this up, extend the leg out, close the panel down, and bend the knee 1. Right. Then from there, what we want to do is pretty much take the feet and rotate them out. Same here, rotate it out. Take the heel, bring the heel out. And then from there, what we can do is bring it back down. Take the foot and pull on it to release that joint here, and same thing with this side, pull on it to release that joint there, and make sure this is here and there. If he'll stand up, I might have had him bent too much. The girl walk, if I can get him to stand up on this, I might have had him right. I just don't want to let him go because he still is heavy, very heavy up front. Let me. He is very heavy up front, and I really. Okay, there you go. I had to bend the foot back. Alright, and there we have the Gur walk mode also. So yeah, that's that mode right there. Also, he can do the other mode, So what we want to do is lift this panel here. Let's see, right here. Let's see if this do it right there. And what you want to do is pretty much, make sure we are focused. Pretty much take this leg here and drop it down so to release the arm, and bring that forward. Same thing with the other side. Well, we can put this down for the time being, and same thing for the other side here. Lift it up. Well, let's get this side first. You don't want to loosen the tab. All right, lift that up. Bring that hip forward to release this here. It guides into, pretty much it guides into the area there, and bring the arm out and down. Rotate the hand down. Bring his hands out. Of course, you gotta rotate them. Close that in. Same thing here. Bring the hand out. He got some big hands. That's what she said. We get this to rotate and bring the hand, close that up, and rotate the hand. Bring all that out. And pretty much, if I got it right, if I can remember, it been quite a few years, and I don't have my figure, my girl walk figure anymore. If I think I got it right, I think slide that down, and you can lock that in, do the part transformation, slide it down, and the tabs here, let's see if we get in, some tabs there, well, tab into there. Once you, that panel, of course you had to slide that panel down, this panel here, and pretty much tab it into place and have it just like that. Of course he'll be his hands looks really good. And we tie that down, and pretty much there it is, with where he can go down and pretty much scoop up the outer box when they needed help. So there you go, as far as that. Alright, from here we might well go and finish and transform him. So we take Optimus out of his hands. He has some nice hands. They some nice big hands. Alright, so what we want to do is pretty much take his area, his legs, and bring them back to standard mode. We'll bring them all back to standard mode, straighten this out, and pretty much push that back in. As you're doing it, try to hold the leg as you do it, and push that back in, and pretty much bring his leg forward, straighten that knee out, bring his foot forward, straighten the knee out, bring his foot forward, and we pretty much right there. Bring that down. Bring that down. And we pretty much, if he'll stay, I want him to stay standing. So I'm gonna guess I'm at a bend. Okay, there you go. Bring that hip. Bring that hip back. That's pretty much where we have him standing, and from there we just make sure that the hips are pushed in. All right, bring up the camera. All right, so what we're gonna do here is pretty much untab the arms to make sure, well, we ain't gotta untab it, we can bring all this down, same, bring all this down, and pretty much bring his chest area down like so. Make sure he's standing up good. From there, then what we want to do is pretty much, let me get this right, but we don't want to bring that down just yet. All right, let's try this standing up. So I got it's held in really well, and I'm trying not to break them. There you go. So we have that here, and you can see I haven't transformed it yet because I still have his paper on his head. So I don't know if y'all can see that. Still got his paper right in here on his head. So pretty much take that, and what we want to do is take this panel here, take the inside panel, you want the whole back here, rotate it in, because what that panel gonna do is collapse, rotate it in like that. So we take this paper off to reveal his face. Then from there, what you want to do is take this and slide it back, because you see right here they have a slot here. We'll take this and slide it back if it'll do right, and you want it to pretty much where it's trying to set in right here, right there. Take it and till it pops in place, and I think it already did for me. Let me make sure. I think it already did. It looked like it already popped in place for me. Then from there, what you want to do is this piece right here. You want to take it and push back on it. Well, not push back, my bad. Lift up on it. So pretty much you want to lift up on it like that, and bring his nose cone down, and pretty much there's this tab here with tab into this underside right there, and you want, like I said, bring that down, line it up. It's kind of a blind tab all at the same time. Ride it down. Then there he go, right there, revealing that big old noggin. All right. So from here, what you want to do is pretty much, all right, had to raise the camera up some more, extend the legs, it's getting tall. So pretty much what you want to do is take this panel here and slide this panel back like so. This tab with tab up here, well, tab down here, and I think this tab don't have a spot to tab in. It looks like, don't look like it. Pretty much tab it into place. It don't look like it have a tab. This one is not trying to tab in. There you go. So pretty much tabbed in. Then what we want to do is take this here, these two tabs here, and tab them into there, but all at the same time we're going to be pushing in. So push in here, which that goes here. Bring this up and accordion in, bring it in and down, tab into space right there. There is a tab here where you can tab right there to tab this arm in, but you can do that, but it'll take away from articulation. Alright, so we'll do the same thing to the other side. Make sure we'll focus. So what we're going to do is slide this panel back. Now this don't want to slide back. And this one don't want to slide back for some odd reason. Yeah, this one don't want to slide back. There you go. So it was pretty much stuck. So make sure we slide that panel back, and these same tabs that we had here and here that was on the other side, we're going to tab them in. Make sure they pretty much lined up. They are kind of blind tabs, so be careful when you're doing it. Take your time doing it. And there you go. So the same thing, what we're going to do here is pretty much bring that in like so. Accordion, tab them in. Same thing like we did on the other side. Tab them in like so. And there we have him so far, and mostly his robot mode. All right. All right, mostly in his robot mode. All right, so now let's pretty much get back to the backpack area. So what we're going to do is pretty much turn him around And what we're going to do is separate this area, bring it out, take it and flip it in like so. It is on a double hinge, and like I was saying before, this is spring loaded, so we'll have that down like so. Then from there, what we want to do is take this panel that's behind his head and bring it down. You have to do a little bit of flexing, past the tabs. You can pull away from the backpack, just pull a little bit, so that can be like that. Then from there, what you want to do is pretty much grab right here, you can put your finger in here and slide his backpack all the way up like that. Then what you want to do from there is to close, if I'm not mistaken, close this panel in like this, pretty much like that. Then take that panel and watch how it springs load and pull in to there. And you see, make sure our tabs line up. Make sure they line up, and they pretty much line up. Alright, so that's where we have it so far. Then what you want to do, take the wings. I knocked this panel off, we ain't ready for that yet. Take his wings and slide his wing up, as far as it go. And what we want to do here is slide this panel, these panels here, we want to slide it up as far as it go. Now sometimes this little white panel might get in the way, so just make sure all that's out of the way and it slid all the way up. Then from there, we also made sure that these was already flat when we went in GUR mode. So from there, then what you want to do is take his thrusters and push his thrusters pretty much in like so. Make sure these are slid up, and make sure this is slid up as far as it can go, which it is. Then from there, what you want to do is take the wings and pretty much fold them in. Oh, I forgot to say, he do have functional flaps, so the flaps are functional, so they can go up and down. So you do have functional flaps. So take the wing and let's bring his hand down. And take the wing and fold it in like, let's do it again because I want it in frame. Take the wing and fold it in like so, and then rotate it in like so. Same thing on this side. Bring it out, rotate it in, and bring it down like so. And that's where we have the backpack of Mr. Jetfire, Skyfire, aka Jetfire, done. And that is pretty much it. So let's clean him up. Once I clean him up, we'll go over articulation and how he looks. All right, so we're gonna go over detailing and how his articulation is and everything. First, we're gonna start off with the head. The head is on a unique joint that can actually extend it, and I think the reason why they gave that to extend it, so we can come up under here and change his face mask out and everything with his alternate faces. So you do have that extension. You can look down using that same extension. You can look his right, our left, same here. Over there, you can also look up. Also, with the same setup in his head, he do have his memory area. So like what he had in when they first found him in the ice, and fire in the ice, in the ice episode when they first found him. So his memory waves, his brain or whatnot. Also, we do have his arms can have a butterfly joint, as explained within the transformation. You can take and lock those tabs in. Let's bring it down. You do have, like I said, you do have a butterfly joint, and like I was saying, you can lock that in. If you do, you lose that butterfly joint. So if you don't lock it in, you definitely have to hold it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and try to lock it in if it'll let me. So pretty much I got it locked in place. Only reason I done it so I can do the articulation and stuff. All right, so his arms do have a ratchet. So you do have a ratchet with that. They can go all the way around. That ratchet is nice and tight. You have a swing in and out with that. That's also on the ratchet. Have a bicep swivel. He can do a full past 90 on the elbow. Like I said, he do have that swivel there. This mechanism right here on his arm will go in to hide it, so you can get that full past 90. Also, I just slid his hips out. So let's bring that down. Oh, let's do the hands. His hands has 2 points of articulation. He has a single, all his fingers are separate. So his fingers are on 2 points of articulation, where 1 point articulation. So it's only moving that area, the area in here. So you're only moving these areas. Then he have articulation here, where he can take and pretty much fold his hand in. His thumb is on a sorta kinda. It's on a 2 point also, where he can give you pretty much the thumbs up to let him know he's okay. And also that can bend down like so. He has some very big hands. Also the hands look good. Also, like I was saying earlier, these are pretty much everything is pretty much painted on this guy. All right, then from there, let's be patient with me, because I'm pretty much, he is so big. All right, so now we're down to the leg part. So the leg part, he can kick back, but due to his backpack, he can't get but that far back. He can kick all the way forward, so he can get that leg extended all the way forward, and that leg will hold into place due to being on a ratchet. Also, he has a hip skirt here on the side. So have that hip skirt on the side, so he can get the full clog, the Van Damme mode in it. Also, his leg, his knee, he has a full knee bend due to jetpack in the back. He only can get that far as far as the knee bend. Also, this do have his knee forward do has articulation in it, and that's due to transformation. Also, it cannot go forward, it just can move up. He has a bend knee forward and that's the reason for the girl walk. Alright, from there we have his feet. His feet are tilt left and right, and they can tilt down and they can tilt up, and they are all on ratchets. So even his ankle is on ratchet. The detailing on him, oh, I forgot one part on his arms. Let's raise up. He can raise his arms up like so, and he can hold a pose with that all the way up. That's another reason, if you lock that in, you won't be able to get that arm raised like that. So there you go on that. And then if you do move them, you should hold this. If you got them up like that, you should hold this part right here, hold this and rotate it, because you don't want to just rotate this thing and have this against, because there's a ratchet here and it's a strong ratchet, so it will pop. Probably will end up breaking that. So there you go. But alright, from there he has paint everywhere. This guy's fully painted. The only metal part that I think was on him is his hip skirt, tell you the truth, and I slid that hip out. It's like, let me bring it down. It's like his hip skirt seemed to be metal here. This piece right here seemed to be metal. I think that's the only metal on it besides the screws and what have you. But other than that, I mean, this guy, he looks good, man. Skyfire looks real good. I own two more Skyfire Jetfires. One is the TNT 01 and one is the 30th anniversary, which I had a 30th anniversary almost now for 12 years, close to it. So yeah, have great detailing in this guy. So we'll fall back a little bit and focus so we can get some other detailing. The thrusters that we saw up under his on his jet mode, we have them here. So it's pretty much like the cartoon. I will be posting images of him throughout the video, cartoon images, but it pretty much looks dead on spot cartoon like for him. So yeah, I mean, like I said, when you rotate this guy, hold it on. Please, y'all hold it on, because y'all will probably end up snapping him. He looks real good. The eyes are painted. There are no piping on him. His arms are painted and everything. So his eyes are painted and everything. Alright, so to take this panel off, it's just an easy slide up. You can have them laying down on the bed and a star screen, and Megatron is talking to figure out who he is, how he is, and star screen, so you can have that plain panel there. Or you can have him rocking out the Decepticon logo panel. So that's up to you for that. Of course, I already know how he's gonna be rocking in my setup. Yeah, so let's get down to what, like, the accessory parts and showing the faces and all that good stuff next. Alright, so to change this out, which I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of use this face right here. So I'm gonna use that face. That face looks like he's a little confused. So what we're gonna do is just change this out, raise that up, and pretty much lift up on it like that, and it reveals a peg that's there. So the little peg hole here will peg right into there, like that. And that's the face I'm gonna go with. Like I said, we saw the other faces and I like that face better. We have his shield, which this is a magnet on the end of that, on the inside of that. So it pretty much will place up like that. And there you go with the Jetfire, the Skyfire face shield. Alright, as far as his gun has 2 peg areas on each side. Well, 1 peg area on each side, and he can wield his weapon. So right here, as we focus in on that, right here is where his hand, where this slit back here, the second one closer to his palm, will hold the gun in that spot right there. So we go ahead and peg that into place like so. Wrap his fingers around it like so, and there he go, wielding his gun. So pretty much there you go, wielding his gun. Alright, and that will do it as far as accessories and paint and all the other good stuff. Alright, next be height comparisons. Alright, let's get down to some height comparisons. First up, we're going to have 30th anniversary Jetfire. You see that with comparisons. Next, we're going to have TNT 01 Jetfire. Show how that compares up. Also show how they look together. Then we're going to bring in Transformer Rollout Meister, their MP version of Jazz. Then at the same time, we're gonna bring in Wheeljack, MP version of Wheeljack, MP Wheeljack. Then we're gonna bring in Prime. As you can see, because of the original 3 that comes with him. So how all that compares up as in for height. So pretty much see how all that works out. There you go. All right, final thoughts at the end coming up. All right, here we are to the end of the video. Now let's talk about it. I think y'all need to get this guy. This guy is a must-have. He's one of the biggest masterpiece that Takara Tomy put out so far. MP-57 Jetfire. He is a must-have to get. Like I said, I got him from Robot Kingdom, and he's $219 at Robot Kingdom, but with shipping, the EMS, which is express shipping, and I got him in 3 days, with the total of that came to $319, which I don't think is a bad idea to go ahead and have him right here in the States. And because by the time we get him over here in the States, by the time you want him, people already pre-order me, and they only have so many they can get at a time, and then we have to wait for that. So if you can get them now, go ahead and get them now. Like I said, I got them from Robot Kingdom, and the shipping is not $999. It's actually for U.S. residency, U.S. states. It's going to be for $100 to get it over here within 3 to 4 days. But yeah, this guy is a must-have. Cartoon accuracy. I love the way he looks. He looks just like when I very first seen him fire in the sky. Way back when I was 10. Yeah, I was 10, 11 years old when that came out. So yes, he looks just like the cartoon. When I first seen him, I really wanted him. He looked so good to me. It's also my brother's favorite character, along with Optimus Prime. We pretty much like about the same characters and everything. Starscream, Megatron, and all that. But I'm glad this guy is out. So yeah, I think y'all should jump on him. Go ahead and pick him up. He's worth getting. Like I said, there are a few little quirks in him as far as alt mode, where you have little gaps in them, but I don't mind because I usually keep my guys in robot form, and I really like the way he looks. I like the way they gave us the swappable badges. His hands are big enough where he can hold that badge, as you can see as I got him on display on the turntable, and he is a joy to have, and not too bad to transform. Pretty easy to transform. Yep. So if y'all like this video, give a thumbs up. If y'all dislike this video, give a thumbs down. I'm moving up in subscribers. I think I'm at 307 now, so I'm very happy about that. So y'all keep right on subscribing. Bring your friends in and let them know that TNT is putting it down out here in the world of Transformers. He tries to keep up with all the new stuff. So yeah, pretty much put it out there for me. Hit that notification bell also, so y'all can get notifications of the new videos that's put out. Also hit it, like I said, hit that subscribe button. But I'll leave you at this beautiful specimen right here. As I always say, God is good all the time. TNT Neon Prime out. Be blessed.